Hello guys, Gator here. Welcome to my 6 cost tier list. Now before we get into it, I'm not too sure if you guys like these kind of content or not, so let me know by liking the video if you like it and sub to the channel for free for more awesome Marvel Snap content. So I will know that I should continue on doing tier lists just like these. Now 6 cost cards, they are a lot of energy if you want to play it. So, they are very strong. They have disruptive power. They actually bring a ton of power to the field as well. So, which one do you really want to play as your final play? Hopefully after seeing this tier list, you know. First off, Agatha. I'm honestly going to say it's F tier because it's just so bad. It's kind of like an ego. It plays the cards for you. So, I don't like this card at all. But hey, if you want to grind and not pay attention, then maybe Agatha decks are okay. But anyway, America Chavez. I'm gonna say A tier. It's such a great card. You get it very early on, and it's going to help you thin out your deck so you can draw into the cards that you want to draw earlier. So it's actually a great card. Say you're playing a ramp deck, you want to draw your Electro. You slot in America Chavez, and you can draw into it a lot more consistently. So, Miss Consistency is at A tier. I almost want to put it on S tier, but, it's not exactly the strongest play to make on the final turn, so, A tier is where she stands. Apocalypse. Okay, if you can discard a ton of stuff, then Apocalypse is great. Because if you discard it multiple times, it's going to gain more and more power. But one little problem with Apocalypse is your opponents see exactly how big it is. So they'll know, if I cannot beat it, then I fold. They retreat and you don't win that many cubes. So Apocalypse has a bit of a problem where there's no surprise factor. Arnim Zola. I honestly would have rated it a little higher, but after the most recent Shuri changes, you have to play the next card right into the Shuri lane. So you cannot Shuri and then, say, rescale one lane, making it double the power, then destroy it with Arnim Zola. It's not possible anymore. I mean, it is possible, but you have to take the 50-50 where either you destroy the Shuri or the buffed rescale. So you don't really want to take that risk if you want to win games consistently. That's why I think Arnim Zola is B tier, but it actually will work decently with stuff like, Black Panther as well. Death. Honestly, okay, Death is actually a 9 cost card, but I put it here because, it's the only card that exceeds 6 cost. So, well, I don't really want to open a new video just for Death, right? But hey, I'm going to treat it as a 6 cost card. It's amazing, especially in destroy decks. Or, if you can Galactus, destroy a ton of stuff, then your Death might be 0 cost. And just slap it down, you pretty much just win games. Then comes Destroyer. I'm going to say A tier, because it has been nerfed, and afterwards it's just not as good as before. But still, it is pretty good as a power push. So, if you are running ongoing decks, you can run a Destroyer, play it into a Cosmo lane, or you can armor to protect your other lanes, then Destroyer is still a decent card to play. Doctor Doom. I know a lot of people love Doctor Doom and would say it's S tier, but I honestly think it's A tier. You spread power over the board. So it's literally a 6 cost for 15 power. It's a lot, but the thing is, you have to split it into 3 lanes. So, yeah, that can surprisingly get you some sneaky victories, but I like to win 2 lanes. Yeah, that's what I play in Marvel Snap, right? Win 2 lanes, win the game. Okay, Galactus. Well, I have been playing a ton of Galactus, and I think it is just so good. Any card that changes the win condition of the game is crazy. So remember I just said, you have to win 2 lanes to win in Marvel Snap. But with Galactus, you destroy the other 2 locations, leaving just 1. So you fight for that 1 location, and if you win the game. Yeah, that kind of game-changing mechanics makes Galactus really unique and interesting, and also strong at the same time. Giganto. I mean, yeah, 614 is a lot, but the thing is you have to play it on the left side, so C tier. Heimdall. Okay, I honestly don't think Heimdall is that great, simply because in move decks, if you play Heimdall as your final play, a lot of times people are going to expect it, and usually you might want to shy away from playing Heimdall. Maybe some other movement cards are going to be, more of a surprise to your opponent. The surprise factor is so important in Marvel Snap, and if you play Heimdall every single game, they're gonna expect it and crush you with some counter cards. Hela. I'm gonna say Hela is B tier. Yeah, the discard package, although it's fun to play, but it's not really that strong. Apocalypse is an issue, so they know exactly how big your Apocalypse is. Even if you run the Modok, Morbius, Dracula sort of discard deck, it's still not really that good. I mean, it's decent to good, but it's not gonna be top tier. Helicarrier. I honestly don't like this card at all. When you discard it, you get 3 random cards to your hand. That's actually kind of useless. I don't like it at all. So I would say it's either F tier or C tier. I'm gonna put it F tier alongside Agatha. I just dislike this card. Hulk. Okay, I'm gonna say Hulk is B tier or C tier. I'm gonna rate it B because it's decent power. 6 for 12 is pretty good, but it does not have any effects. So that is the problem with Hulk. Well, when comparing with Giganto, it has the flexibility where you can play it left, right, or mid. Instead of Giganto, only on the left. So, Hulk, I would say, is a little better. And now, oh my god, now, if you are following the channel, this is our newest toy. Along with Galactus, now just crushes opponents so very hard. So yeah, I'm gonna say, okay, it actually might be A tier, but I'm gonna say from my experience, it is S tier. People just cannot compare with now. Like, okay, yeah, you got 12 power with, say, a Death or Hulk, right? But your now is easily gonna be like 30 power. So you cannot even match that. All you can hope for is you have the Shang-Chi in hand and they have initiative. So they play that now, you play your Shang-Chi, bam, counter that. But if you don't got that, then you pretty much just lose. The thing is, if you have initiative, you can't even Shang-Chi, you can't even Enchantress to shut down the now with ongoing abilities. So there you go. Now it's just crazy. If you don't have the exact counter in hand as in Shang-Chi or Enchantress, or maybe even a Rogue, then you lose. Just like that. As simple as that. Now it's just so great. Leader. Okay, this is interesting because Leader just got a buff. If you didn't know, Leader used to be the craziest card, copying every single card your opponent plays on the turn Leader is played. But the thing is, they nerfed it down the drain. Oh, copy one card on the right side of this. This sucks. But now they've buffed it, so it copies the card with the highest power that they played this turn on your side. So it's actually a lot. Okay, let me put it this way. It actually makes a lot more sense now. It's not extremely powerful, and also, it's not bad. And if you're controlling your opponent with stuff like Sandman, then you're guaranteed to copy a big card with your leader. So that's gonna make a leader a bit better than playable. I think it's pretty good. Then Magneto. I honestly think Magneto is A tier. It's 6/12 just like Hulk, but you can pull 3-4 cost cards over to your locations, messing up your opponent's plans. Sometimes they are going to play stuff like Wong, right? Then you move their Wong over, and there's not much they can do about it, is there? Odin. Okay. I'm going to say Odin is B tier, because it re-triggers the on-reveal abilities, which sometimes is great, especially in decks like Dr. Doom, of course, Hazmat. Those decks really benefit with stuff like Odin. Now, Onslaught. I'm going to say it's B tier because it's pretty good in ongoing buff decks like Patriot, Blue Marvel, Kazar. You slap it down along with the Onslaught, then it's going to be great. Or you can play Omega Red, then you Onslaught with the Iron Man. It's just amazing. If you have not seen my Omega Red videos, check out the channel. Yeah, they're really fun. You can easily gain like over 1000 power. That's just amazing. Orca. Okay, Orca though. I mean, it gains +5 power is if it's the only card in the location. It's a 6/14. But the thing is, you have to only get one card at the location. I'm gonna say the restriction is a little too much for the current meta, and I'd say a C tier. She-Hulk, undisputedly one of the best cards you can get, especially early Pool 3. If you can get it, like I did, I was actually very lucky. I got my She-Hulk really early on, so I could play with my Sunspot Infinite deck. Yeah, it just gave me so many victories. You get a Wave down, you play She-Hulks, you get a Moon Girl down, you play 2 She-Hulks. Yeah, she's just amazing. Then comes Spectrum. I'm gonna say Spectrum is C tier because you don't really see her played that much anymore. I mean, early on in Pool 1-2, in ongoing decks, she's all over the place. But, well, I guess right now you got a lot more choices, and sometimes even playing stuff like a leader would be better than playing Spectrum. So there we go, Spectrum drops to C tier. And Thanos. Honestly, I'm not gonna rate Thanos S tier at all, even when it was, top tier. Because, I never enjoyed playing it. You have to Lockjaw Psycho, but now that they have nerfed the Thanos Infinity Stones, and especially the Space Stone, right? And then they nerfed Lockjaw as well. You can only cycle cards into Lockjaw once per turn, which actually just makes Thanos a lot less playable. And Infinite, okay, I'm very tempted to play it in S tier, but I'm gonna say A tier, because it's great in the early pools, like Pool 2, Sunspot Infinite, the greatest combo you can get. But hey, after a while, a lot of the cards actually trump it, like 20 power if you skip your last turn, right? It sounds good, but it's really not enough. I think the effects of the cards are much more important than pure strength and Marvel Snap. Like Magneto, you can disrupt by pulling stuff, which is in oftentimes a lot more efficient than the Infinite itself. And you can also play a turn 5 card, right? So, effects over raw power. And finally, Ultron. I'm gonna say Ultron is A as well, simply because it's so good in a Patriot deck. You can just slap down, say, a Patriot, Blue Marvel, and then bam, you Ultron, and just crap on your opponents. There's pretty much nothing they can do about it. Or you can, Patron Mystique, and then turn 6, go for the Ultron, bam, you fill up your boards with your drones, then your opponent just loses because you have Patriot and Mystique plus 4 buff to each one of them. There's nothing they can do about it. And yeah, Ultron is amazing. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this 6-cost tier list, and it will help you to decide which cards you should purchase first and what decks you want to make. If you have enjoyed this, let me know down in the comments below, and like the video just so I know, oh, these are the kind of content you guys want. If you want to see more tier lists, don't forget to slap the like button real hard and leave a comment down below on what you want to see next. Now have a great day, guys, and peace out.